Hey class, well it is still morning where I am, just barely, but did want to just shoot you a quick video announcement. Um, Graded the discussion boards, and so those grades are posted. Obviously, you got the grades from your quizzes, and those are posted as well. Do want to make just a quick maybe suggestion that might be able to help you guys in the future, especially in the weeks that you have quizzes. It might be helpful that don't wait perhaps all the way to Thursday to post your original threads. Maybe try to work on one on Wednesday, maybe one on Thursday, so you're not really kind of pushing so hard to get everything done by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. And then with the replies, especially in the weeks you have a quiz, maybe do one reply on Friday, one on Saturday, or one on Saturday, or one on Sunday, or maybe both on Saturday, and try to, allow a good amount of time on Sunday to study for those quizzes. I think that might be helpful in seeing your grades get a little bit better. Some of you did very well, others not so much. But again, all the material is right there in the book. It is an open book test. And I think it's just a matter of really just becoming familiar with that material, maybe just studying it. So those might be some things that might help. And really, just on a normal week, I would suggest that it might be really good for you not to try to, on Thursday, get your two posts done. Maybe try to work on one Wednesday and then one Thursday. Just so you're not always cramming, I guess, just to make it a little bit less stressful. And then the same with the replies. Don't wait till Sunday afternoon or Sunday night to begin working on those replies. Do some ahead of time. They don't take a lot of time. I know they do take a little bit of time and some work. But if you carve out a little time here and there, they give you a little bit less pressure for Sunday night. Anyway, just some thoughts. Some work better with deadlines. Others do not. But there you go. Also, please make sure, listen, that paper is coming up really quickly, and there's just absolutely no way that you'll be able to do the research and the reading and the writing in 1 week's time. So do your research now. Start, writing a little bit. Figure out your outline. It's pretty simple. It's laid out there for you, really. Start writing. Pick a special topic that you want to deal with, and make sure you do a good job. Again, want to make sure you use footnotes in your discussion boards. In the replies, use footnotes as your citations. 2 per reply and 5 for your posts. Footnotes. Don't use parenthetical notes and then give me a bibliography or even endnotes. No one really does endnotes, but learn to use the footnote form. It's really lined out for you pretty good in the writing guide or the writing manual. There's great examples for the different types of sources, so just use that. There's a link on the syllabus. Boom, go right to it, read through it, even print it off so you have it right by you as you make footnotes. But anyway, just some helpful hints. I see some good improvement. You guys are really working hard. I'm really proud of you guys for how hard you're working. I know that it can be stressful and difficult, so just keep on persevering. We are halfway home, so just be disciplined, carve out the time, and do the best you can. This week we've got discussion board 5, and there are 5 different questions, and again you have to choose 2. And then again reply to 2 of your students. But these questions in some ways are less complicated, in other ways maybe a little bit more. A couple of them are for sure. But the first one has to do with the occasion and the purpose for 1st and 2nd Thessalonians. Make sure you write separately the occasion and the purpose for 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, not just don't do just one for both of them. There's some different key aspects to each one of them, and then you can go about answering the rest of the parts of that question. Now, the second question has to do with Paul's various interactions with the church in Corinth, and this really focuses on, because obviously he had a very complex relationship with this particular church, and obviously we know of 2 other letters that he wrote to the Corinthians that we don't have. So that's a matter of kind of organizing, if you will, the sequence of his interactions. You know, what came first, second, third, fourth. Not just the letters, but the visits that he made to them. So it's all lined out for you there in the book. Just read carefully and give me all the specific important information for those interactions. That's kind of irritating when computer blacks out like that. But then the third one has to do with 1st and 2nd Corinthians again, mainly the purpose for 1st and the purpose for 2nd. Make sure you answer each part as thoroughly as possible. How did Paul get the information about what was going on in 1 Corinthians? And then write a separate thing for the 2 Corinthians for the purpose also, but make sure you answer, why is it difficult to understand the literary plan? And what's, answer clearly about the composite nature of 2 Corinthians. If it is a composite letter, if so, why is it, and why do people think that it might be? So make sure you hammer that out pretty good. And then the fourth question has to do with the book of Romans. Make sure you line up the various purposes, even the occasion for the book of Romans. What was Paul's relationship to the establishment of the church in Rome, if any? And of course, support your view, whatever you have to say after you read the questions, and give some evidence for why you give your particular view. And then the last question really centers around 3 words and the definitions of those words, mainly faith, righteousness, and justification. So just define those words clearly from the textbook, and if you want to use some outside sources, bring those in. But make sure you pay very close attention to how those terms are defined in your readings, because that will be very, very helpful. Well, listen, I want to let you guys know I am proud of you guys. You guys are doing great. I know it's hard. Keep working hard. Do the best that you can. I'm here if you need me. I want to see you guys do well. I really do. I also want to be able to help in any way that I can. So if you have any questions or concerns, shoot me an email. And if you need to, give me a call, and I'll do the best I can to help you out. All right. Have a great week.